I literally went live like 2 seconds ago. I was trying to finish making a lunch, and yet just didn't have enough time.
This is Summer Game Fest, a live showcase of what's next in the wide world of video games. We are live here in Los Angeles, so whether you're streaming from home or watching inside an IMAX theater, welcome to our showcase event. Over the next few hours, we'll give you updates on the games you love, be joined by special developer guests, and yes, have a few surprises along the way too. Now, what I love about this show is that it's a true cross-industry showcase. Whether you play on Xbox, PC, PlayStation, Switch, or mobile, we'll have games for you. It doesn't
turn this up on
matter your
YouTube.
platform of choice. We're all here to come together as one community that simply loves the art of amazing video games.
Okay.
The biggest franchises in the industry are here, like Call of Duty. You'll get introduced to exciting new worlds and new teams, and we'll make room for small independent developers who we think deserve the spotlight too. If we do this right, hopefully you'll discover a few new games to put on your wish lists. And even if you don't get every announcement that you desire, and let's face it, you're not going to get everything today, but we've got a lot of great stuff. So let's get started. Over 30 years ago, Capcom Street Fighter
right out the gate, Street Fighter 6.
And ever since, this legendary Japanese fighting game series has continued to evolve. Street Fighter 6 is coming in 2023, and right now, we're excited to officially confirm a character coming to the game and show you the exclusive first gameplay footage. Enjoy.
World premiere. All right, let's take a look. It's the logo. America's Hero is back. Guile?
Let's get this mission started.
Wow, okay. You know, I didn't say this the last time I saw Street Fighter. It looks cool, but not that I'm gonna play it, but it's gonna take some like getting used to. I'm sort of getting used to it already, but it looks kind of heavy and a bit slower than I thought, or that I'm used to with the Street Fighter game. He steps on you and then does a flash kick? Okay.
I'm just on another level.
Alright. Looks cool.
It's all about the comb. All right, next it's time for a brand new game announcement here at Summer Game Fest. Check this.
Alright, I think I'm a bit more excited for a new game than I think I am. I mean, honestly, Guile with Street Fighter just looked like Guile. He just looked like a very high-res, good graphics Guile.
Sergeant Leo Alvarez of the CM Leth Recon Squad. Our mission was to enter the Tantalus base, locate the ComSat relay, and bring it back online. We found the relay, but there was a problem.
Get that door closed now, Private. Close that gate. Nothing gets in here. Ray didn't make it.
At least he's in one piece.
Actually, I'm going to get up here in a second
Take the lead.
and grab something, but since it's a new game announcement, I'm curious. Are we looking at aliens?
This ain't good.
Oh, yep.
What we found was a new
It's the
kind of
facehugger
evil,
egg.
and it found us first.
Oh, maybe not. Is this...
This wasn't human.
What was that game called? The something protocol? Oh. No? Okay. Alien. I feel like this is like the how many games have there been of like the Colonial Marines like fighting the Xenomorphs in close quarters underground? I feel like there's like a ton of those. Didn't one just come out like last year?
Hold that door, Sergeant! Son of a...
I don't know what I saw in there. But I know when I close my eyes, I
Oops.
still see it. Now everyone's dead.
Wow.
And someone needs to know.
Dark Descent. Okay. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I feel like we saw a little bit of gameplay there, and it looked like the little bit of gameplay was like a top-down shooter.
That was Aliens Dark Descent, and it's coming in 2023 to console and PC. Next, 2 years ago at the Game Awards, we revealed the Callisto Protocol from the creative forces behind the Dead Space franchise. Today, I am
Callisto
thrilled to get
Protocol.
to show you the first raw gameplay alongside its creator, Glenn Schofield. But first, here's the quote-unquote Schofield cut of the brand new trailer with a little more gore.
Okay. I'm interested in this one. I'm interested more so in the Callisto Protocol than I'd say a Dead Space remake. Hold on.
Take a look outside. Did you know that they call Callisto the Dead Moon? Dead. Just like you would have been if I hadn't fished you out of that wreck. So whatever you're holding on to right there, that's your old life. You gotta let that go. Because your new life is entirely in my hands. I'm just trying to give you a chance at rebirth.
Dang. Alien twin stick top-down co-op game. Dang, yeah, this is so Dead Space.
I just love that last part.
Oh man,
Gives me chills every time.
this really eats his head, right? Oh. I feel like this is one of those games where, like, I feel like if you're streaming it on YouTube or Twitch or something, I feel like it's like so much gore that oh
Welcome to your new home.
wow. I mean, it is, but like, I don't know how you're gonna be able to post this online. There has to be some flagging on the back end. How are you gonna be able to post this online and not like have your channel deleted? I don't want to get up, but I have to actually.
That's right.
Need to
We
get
know
up
what
and
you
check
wanted
something.
To see. And joining me now, Glenn Schofield, Striking Distance. Glenn, first of all, congratulations. This game looks absolutely incredible. And I got to say, the fact that you have built this team, this studio, new IP, shipping this December, all in COVID, blows me away. So congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having us. I really do appreciate it, Jeff. And you know, for a second, just give me a second. You know,
I had
want to
something,
thank you
cooking
for
on the
all
stove
you've
and I
done
didn't
for
want
the
it to
game industry
burn.
all these years, man. I think I've known you like 16, 17 years now, and you've been an ambassador. You've amplified new games, new studios, and I just wanted to thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. It's not about me. It's about you guys.
Yeah, I know, but
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, it's so fun to do these shows and to show this game. So people saw the trailer, but what I'm so excited today
December
is that
2nd.
you just brought a raw gameplay sequence. This game is in development, and people are going to be blown away, I think, when they see it. But tell us a bit about what are we going to see today?
yeah, we got a couple minutes of, like you said, like raw gameplay. It's 2 segments in the first half of the game. One is a med bay, another one is a power station, and you're going to see some new enemies, some brutality.
While he's talking, I'm going to fiddle with some Streamlabs stuff over here.
We're showcasing a new weapon.
And I
called
can
the
more
Clip.
easily do that
It's like a gravity
when the
gun,
game
but it
isn't taking
picks
up my
up
whole
the
window.
enemies, and it shoves them into giant fans. It rips them apart. It's great. And then check out the nice ending we have, where we we usually will kill our main character Jacob, and in a very unique way. And just for a second, I want to thank the team, man. Like you said, through COVID, through everything else, the dedication, the hard work, you guys are amazing. Thank you very much.
Well, Glenn, I got to say, again, what you guys are shipping this year, this looks like a world-class next-gen game. It's rare that teams are bringing something out like this year, and let's let the footage speak for itself.
Thank you.
Glenn Schofield, Striking Distance. Here it is, the first gameplay of the Callisto Protocol.
Wow. I mean, man, it's Dead Space. And I don't mind that. It's just... I imagine I'm going to play this game, and I'm kind of curious. Like, I wonder how one-to-one it's going to be. Because I still remember the Dead Space story pretty clearly. At least the first one. So I wonder if it's going to be, like, similar to, like, an Ishimura-style ship that's, called out to a particular sector in space, and then they unearth this thing that takes over people's minds and makes them hallucinate. And, like, maybe your character... It's hard to say if they're an engineer or not. I mean, that looks like a straight-up gun. It's got dodges? There's the Isaac Clarke stomp. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious how one-to-one it's gonna be. Because I guess Dead Space Remake's coming out in 2023. Oh, here's the... It's pretty much just like the engineering suit. I mean, I'm all in already. I mean, I'm all in on a game where... Because I like Dead Space. At least the first 2. Here's stasis, right? I think the guy talked about what that mechanic was, but that's like a stasis where you slow them down and throw the body parts around. Oh!
Oh my God. That just happened. All right, moving on. This October, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 arrives. Infinity Ward is once again returning to its roots for a modern-day action game, and today we're about to show you the world premiere of its gameplay with a level playthrough.
Are you
To
watching
tell
this
us
on
more,
Twitch?
Let's head to the Port of Long Beach
Carlos?
to check in with Johanna Ferris, the head of Call of Duty.
I don't necessarily know if it matters what platform it's
Hi
on.
everyone. In 2019, Modern Warfare changed everything. And on October 28th, we usher in a new era of Call of Duty with the launch of Modern Warfare 2. We are back, we are bigger, and we are bringing the entire team. Price, Gaz, Soap, Alejandro, and of course, Ghost. We needed a stage big enough to debut Call of Duty in a whole new way. inspired by the world we're about to enter. Oil rigs, cargo ships, and staggering odds are just the beginning. Here is Modern Warfare 2.
Man, it'll be a cold day in hell before I ever play a Call of Duty game. I see no appeal in Call of Duty at all. This is like one of the few games, and I guess people had said that can say and had said this about games like Assassin's Creed for me, but Call of Duty, and I guess Battlefield to an extent, is almost like the quintessential example of like games that are just, it's just like the same game repackaged and resold every year. Like I'm pretty sure if someone were to take the past 3 Call of Duty games and like just put them on screen, I'm pretty sure you couldn't tell which one's which. I'm sure you couldn't tell. Like if they pulled up like Call of Duty, like HD Call of Duty Ghosts, Modern Warfare, and like Black Ops 2, and they just showed you like random gun on the screen, I'm sure you couldn't tell the difference. But I mean, people keep buying it, and they keep buying these games.
So, cut right clear through.
Same, especially when you have to pay for it. Yeah, I mean, I guess like the extra paying for like, I don't even know if they do like the loot boxes and microtransactions and stuff. I think it's, I don't know if it's Call of Duty or Battlefield that does that or whatnot, but I don't know. I guess for me it's just ultimately it's like the same thing. I don't know. It's almost like you could just say this is like Call of Duty like 13, but I guess that wouldn't sell as well, right? If you're like, oh, are you ready to play Call of Duty 13? That sells probably way less, and I'm sure the marketing behind that isn't as strong as like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, Ghost 3. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. As far as like shooters, man, I couldn't care less about COD or Battlefield.
We're moving to the main deck.
I don't know. I don't know when I don't even play shooters, so.
Roger that.
If I did though, I still have that that Game Pass. So, free month of Game Pass. I'm holding on to that free month of Game Pass like holding on to like a power weapon in a shooter. Being like, man, I don't know when I'm gonna use it, but I'm gonna hold on to this just in case. You know, this is as good a time as ever, as any. I'm gonna go grab my lunch because this trash is the same thing.
Shadow 1, Ghost, visual on flares coming from the ring. What's your status, over? Ghost, they're signaling the ship. They're gonna launch that missile. It's first stage, there's no time. All shadows, missile is on the helipad. 2-1, we're moving to secure. Cover us. 2 copies all.
Okay, cool. So I made tikka masala, but I'm almost afraid to mention what's in it because once I start mentioning the ingredients, it's gonna be like, that's not tikka masala. So I'm gonna explain myself. It is tikka masala as far as the curry aspect goes, but instead of chicken, I guess you can do like chicken or beef or goat or something. I went with bison. And then there's a place near me that puts onions and do they put bell peppers? I think it's onions and bell peppers in theirs. So instead for mine, I put in red onions and then I guess like tikka masala or butter masalas you can get with like shrimp. I've seen. So now so in mine I have shrimp, bison, mushrooms, and onions, and it's mild. I'm just waiting for it to cool down. How long has this been going? I can't hate on it too much though, because I mean these games sell well, so like of course they're gonna get a lot of time at these events. I guess I could talk about the Street Fighter stuff, since I'll go back to talk about that, because I mean I have nothing really to comment on other than, I mean graphically it looks good, but you know they always look good. I was thinking about that more, and I was not really that impressed by the Street Fighter trailer with Guile. I mean, I think, to me, when I saw him do the, what was it? It was his V-trigger in Street Fighter V. Turn this down a little bit. He did his... It's probably not going to affect the stream too much, but just so I can turn this down just a bit. But, yeah, he did his, V-trigger 1 from Street Fighter V, which is him throwing, like, the short sonic boom attacks, whatever. And when I saw that, I was just like, really? Is this the same exact attack as the last game? I don't know. Maybe a newer character. I think a brand new fighter might have been a little bit more exciting, but... As far as the way it looks, again, it looks graphically... Looks good. But... I think... It's probably going to be one of those games that I think... Not that I'm going to play it, but you got to get your hands on... to formulate a really good opinion as far as a cursor. I had a feeling you might comment on that, Carlos, when you said, I thought it was dumb that he said predictable. Like if he's keys. Predictable. It looked like it was some sort of like, maybe not, it's hard to say if it was a counter. I thought the trailer was good. I just think that, like, I don't know. When I got through the end of it, I was like, that's cool, but at the same time, you know, I don't know if I'm willing to drop $60 on something like that. The story mode, though, I mean, that's not something you want to show for, like, you know, an event like this, but the story mode, I think, is the part that seems most interesting to me.
Joining us now, up from Long Beach, Johanna, great to see you. How's everything?
It's great. Thanks.
Great to have you with us, and also Jeff from Infinity Ward. So we saw the first gameplay. Thanks for that extended sequence.
Is
Looks
the microphone
incredible. Jeff, tell us a bit about that mission. Where is that set in the game? What are we seeing there?
Absolutely. Cool. So first of all, we're really excited to welcome back Captain John Price and Gaz Garrick. You know, they're not actually in what we just saw today, but they're returning members from 141, and then the other two characters that you may recognize from the older franchise that we're reimagining are Simon Ghost Riley and of course Soap John McTavish, and then a couple other new characters in here that we're really excited that we got to create for this game. First, Commander Philip Graves and Mexican Special Forces.
Man, no offense, I do not care about this, man. This is too much time.
He's a guy who's super capable.
It's 1:24 p.m.
Just as important as Task Force.
It started at 1. It was Street Fighter.
Levels concerned, you know, this I got a shout
Callisto
out to
Project.
IW. You know, this was a tremendous collaboration across all.
And then we've been talking about this
disciplines, as you saw.
I guess
everybody coming together.
And this is supposed to be an hour or 2. I think I heard 2 hours.
And you know, you saw the wind and the animations and the awesome sound design, and of course our new water tech, which is actually pushing the boat in different directions. It's creating a physically dynamic environment, allowing for the cover you were seeing. In certain cases, you could be behind cover, and then suddenly that cover would shift and leave you exposed, but it also leaves the enemy exposed, creating this emergent gameplay. So again, I'm very excited. Just can't wait I'm so excited that we get to show it off today.
And that's just a hint of where things are going to go. Johanna, tell us a bit about Call of Duty overall, Modern Warfare 2, obviously, you know, we're so excited that it's back this year, but you've got lots going on across Call of Duty. What can we expect from you guys this year?
Yeah, we first of all, thanks for having us here. We're just so excited for October 28th. It's such a big moment, not just for Modern Warfare 2 and everything that Jeff and the team at Infinity Ward have built, but it really marks the step change, what we're calling a transformational moment for the entire franchise. You're going to see incredible rendering, incredible graphics, all the things just within the game itself, built all on one shared engine now across Warzone and Modern Warfare 2 going forward. Of course, there's a lot of chatter and interest about.
I mean, he talked about
Warzone
graphics
experience.
too.
We're affectionately
Sticker that
calling
here
it
highlighting
Warzone
graphics.
2.0. There will be.
Yeah, I mean, he talked
a
about graphics too and like water
experience of
mechanics and
Warzone
stuff.
for current existing players as well. So we're going to sort of feed the entire community there. But all eyes on the 28th. And again, I think the collaboration.
I'm really
has been
curious. I
incredible.
want to talk about
Everybody's
these people.
So excited for Task
I'm
Force
really
1.
curious, like,
Warzone coming to
if the
mobile as
people
well, for
that
players
buy
on
these
the
games,
go,
right, Call of Duty,
or
Battlefield,
we're on
I mean, do they
Steam,
care
as you
about
know. I mean,
this?
so
Like,
it's
are they
a
like,
big
man, the
moment,
water
and there's
physics?
gonna be a
Or
lot
I
more to
think
come in the
they're
months
more
to follow.
like, oh, a new
Well,
Call of Duty.
before
Like,
we
I can
leave, we gotta
shelve
ask
the
a little
last
bit
one and then
about
play the new one.
Warzone 2. I know we just,
I don't really know if
showing
there's too
gameplay
much
here on
more
this, but can
thought
you tell us
given
anything?
to it than
It
that.
seems like there was a little bit of a tease maybe in the trailer yesterday.
Yeah, when we're seeing that from the community, we love when the fans can pick up some things, some chatter about maybe seeing high rise and other elements. But we will get into the details of Warzone 2.0 for sure. It will be an extension of the Modern Warfare 2 universe. Yeah. So all the more reason why we think this game, this moment is such an important title for all of us looking ahead. And like we said, we're having a bold vision around the entire future for the franchise. So we're in position. We're really excited.
All right, well, we're looking forward to October. Thanks
All
so
right.
much for giving us a first look at the gameplay. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. Thanks, Johanna and Jeff.
And you know what's funny too about all these
we've
Call of
got
Duty
lots
games?
more Summer
I really
Game
thought
Fest
that one
still
had
to
come
go,
out
and
already.
now it's time to announce a classic PC gaming franchise is coming back with a sequel over 30 years after its first release. I love this game when I was growing
Classic
up.
PC
so I'm
game.
honored to share
30 years?
This very first look.
Classic PC game, 30 years. Return of an iconic franchise. I mean, nope. I don't recognize it. But I also wasn't PC gaming 30 years ago. Flashback. Okay.
All right, let's turn back time. Back in 2017, we announced Witchfire at the Game Awards. Almost 5 years later, I am so excited that the team at the Astronauts in Poland has put together an in-depth look at the gameplay of this dark fantasy first-person shooter, which will enter early access soon. I am so excited to play this, and I bet you will be too after you see this.
You know, on Twitter, I know that I think it was Jeff and or Summerfest had talked about how there was going to be more gameplay. I am firmly in the camp now of gameplay over trailers. I just don't think trailers work for me. As far as like cinematic trailers or pre-rendered cutscenes. I think there's been too many examples in the past 4-ish years of you see a game concept and you're like, oh, that looks really cool. Like, I can't wait for this game. And then it comes out and it doesn't work. Or there's something majorly wrong with it. So the more you can kind of emphasize gameplay, I think the better, because that's obviously closest to what you're going to be getting. This looks very cool. I like the way this plays. At first I thought it was like a rhythm game, because I noticed that the character was kind of shooting on beat with like some of the enemies, and then there was that bell. I was like, oh, is this like a rhythm game where you gotta kill the enemies in time with like music?
Okay, next up comes an ambitious new game from a new independent studio in Europe starring some very familiar names. Enjoy this world premiere new game announcement.
New game.
Officer Taylor, Medlog 29.
Okay, haven't heard of the studios.
Today, I can't believe what I saw.
Solis, everything okay in there?
Something is going on here. And I need to find out what it is.
What?
That's something brand new, and look who it is. Troy and Roger in person. Guys, this is so fun, the fact that you're working on a game together. What a cool team up. Welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
I gotta ask you guys, who are your characters in this game?
Yeah, I've got to know
Well,
more about
I get
this.
to play a character named Wyatt Taylor, who's a medical officer who's stationed at this base, Fort Solis. And it's the epicenter of this mystery that we'll discover and uncover as we go through the game. And of course, my character will be at times in opposition with
At this point, a
Roger's
new
character.
genre is
battle
going
we've
to be
been waiting
formed
to
to
see.
be Dead Space. Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh man.
I didn't wanna
We
say
can't
it,
wait to show
but-
you what we've been working on. And by the way, Jeff, this looks awesome, man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
so great to be here. Thanks for having us.
It's so great that you're in another game. It's
When he
feeling
says,
it's your
"Oh, it's
first
so
game
great to be
since-
here," it's like, you know, it's
One of the
a
first
giant
major
green screen
ones for
behind
a
him.
while, and I
Maybe
play a
not. I
character
don't
by
know.
the name of Jack Leary. He's a maintenance engineer on a remote Martian mining post.
Okay.
His job is to make sure that none of the equipment breaks down while it's on their graveyard shift. The graveyard shift meaning.
Oh
Mars
my
and
God,
Earth
did he
are
just
really
say that?
far
He's the
apart from
engineer
each
from
other
Dead
and their
Space.
orbits around the
His
sun.
character's the engineer
So
from
help
Dead
is
Space.
not a simple call
He
away.
just said it. He's an engineer
I
that
gotta
works the
ask, I think a
graveyard,
lot
has
of
to make
people
sure
see
stuff
this
doesn't break
thing, they'll
down.
Probably wonder, it's a new team, right? Independent studio in Europe that's making this, but with huge production values. I'm curious, how did you guys get attached to this? Tell us a bit about the background.
This is, I think, one of those instances where, sometimes
2020
games
was
come
the
out
most impactful year for
at,
games. It was the first. I mean, obviously we had this unprecedented event with the pandemic.
I think
and
sometimes that
forced
happens,
the way
right?
we
Sometimes
did
games just
everything
line
as
up.
a society, but
Wasn't
also
there a
the ways
year
that we
where
functioned.
there were a whole
But
bunch of,
also brand new consoles,
Japanese
we had more tools
samurai
were being
games
made
that came
available
out?
that were leveling the playing field between
maybe not the
the
same
AAA
year,
studios
but
and the indie
I
studios and
thought
AAA
they got
studios.
announced at the same
And
time.
so, just like anybody else, we got reached out. James Tinsdale with this brand new studio said we'd like for you to consider being a part of this game, and he walked me through a very brief description of what the experience was going to be like. And in the very beginning, he said, we want this to feel, it's a tight thriller. We want it to feel like Dead Space meets Duncan Jones' Moon. And I was like, sign me up. I'm into that, absolutely.
And full performance capture and everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely. New studio, brand new energy, and of course, I get to work with one of the best in the business.
And me.
I get the privilege
Who's the
of
other?
getting to see this guy and watch him in action. I love to work, and I love the challenges and all the new innovations that this medium provides to
I mean, I guess if the games
We
don't
can't
come
wait to
out
show you what
at the
we've been
same
working on.
time,
I think it's
it can
gonna
be
be
fine.
awesome.
I've seen some of the behind the scenes and the performance capture, Unreal Engine 5. I mean,
Like
this
if,
it looks absolutely phenomenal. Can you give us a hint about the gameplay? What are we going to do in this game?
Yeah, the verbs are
Yeah, I'm
always
curious.
important. So we're going to let the game speak for itself. We'll be showing you more later on. But this is a game where you as the player, you're going to be exploring, you're going to be discovering. Like we said, it's a very tight thriller. So you're moving very fast-paced through this world. There'll be multiple locations, multiple ways for you to traverse, which we're excited to show you about. And then the narrative is a huge element to this. They didn't waste.
He's not saying anything.
Any resources on the performance for sure. I got to tell one quick story, if I can.
He's not saying anything.
Moments.
He was
There's a
asked,
lot of
what
action
can we
in this
expect
game,
from the
and that was
gameplay?
the
And he's like, it's
forefront of
fast,
this.
it's tight,
And
there's going to
to
be
speak
multiple
to the performance
areas.
capture aspect, we brought in an
And then he's now he's
incredible
telling a
guy.
story.
Shout out to Nathaniel, our stunt coordinator.
What is
who
this?
walked us through and really approached this in a completely different way than anything I've ever done before. And he says, I want to know the story of this fight. And so Roger and I sat down. We said, these are who our characters are. And he goes, give me 1 hour and I will come back to you with the story of this fight. And after an hour, he comes to us and he goes, it was like a recovery program. It was 12 steps. And he walked us through this incredible fight. And about halfway through, I started tuning him out. And I was like, hey, man, I just want to let you know I've got no ego about this, but I can do a lot of things, but I can't do this. And he grabbed me by my shoulders and he says, oh, you can, you will, and it's going to be glorious.
And we did.
And we
it's
did.
like a dance. There was a lot of trust, and it worked out.
Yeah, I mean,
What's happening?
Stunts, yeah, I mean, this is so cool to
He
see.
didn't tell you the story of the
Doing
fight.
this
He
team
just
up with
said
you
that.
guys. We can't wait to see more. Troy, Roger, thanks for
Huh?
joining us here.
Happy to be here.
Summer
He
Game
told
Fest.
that like this guy
All right,
walked
appreciate it
away
very
for an
much,
hour,
guys.
came
All
back
right.
with the story of the
Next
fight,
up,
but
keeping
didn't
up
tell
with
us the
space
story
theme,
of the
it's
fight.
time to world premiere a very exciting new game. Which
That
will
was
feature
weird.
A musical score by industry legend Mick Gordon. This one is going to grab you, and we are so honored to debut it.
Turn my speakers. That was so weird. I can't not hear So from FF13. Oh, Matt Snow, yeah. That's a while ago, too. FF13? Wow. Okay. I'm getting a little burned out already on the sci-fi. Other than Street Fighter, it's all been sci-fi. Is this the Sci-Fi Summer Game Fest? Hey, looking at the Dead Space. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to hate on these presentations, but I'm like, yo, what's happening? Why are they all like sci-fi based? No. I got Plasma Cutter vibes. I was like, no way. I mean, I guess what isn't, you know, sci-fi these days? Uh-oh. Okay.
Doesn't that look great? That was Routine coming to Xbox and PC. It was first announced a decade ago and is now officially back. I can't wait to see more. Now it's time to check in with a very special guest who's been in his fair share of video games, including most recently Fortnite as the Foundation. Dwayne Johnson, welcome to Summer Game Fest. How are you?
What's up, everybody? And what's up, Jeff?
This dude's in the gym. Fantastic. You gotta respect it.
Live streaming right now around the world and everybody inside the epic IMAX theaters. Dwayne Johnson.
I can't. Okay, I got a clown on this. Hold on.
My Iron Paradise, the very hot and sweaty and smelly.
Not that he would go to like a public gym, but I was just gonna say, like, why isn't anybody else in there? But it's probably some sort of, you know, private place where he works out.
You guys know me by a lot of nicknames. The Rock, La Roca in Spanish, Uncle Handsome, sexiest man alive, big drink energy. Always room for a cheesy joke. There's always room for the extra large cheese pizza, especially when I'm delivering, and I deliver them often.
I'm gonna eat my food.
You guys also know me as the greatest and most electrifying surprise in gaming that happened. You know me as the Foundation. And I gotta tell you guys, number one, thank you so much for the crazy response of me becoming the Foundation, but also, I gotta say that, you know, I've had such a pleasure working with Epic Games and the teams over there, and we cannot wait to show you what we have in store for the future. And speaking of the future, in the future, you will also know me as Black Adam. Black Adam, as millions of you know around the world who know the Black Adam mythology, he is ruthless, he is unstoppable. And for those who don't, I always like to say a quick tutorial is this. Black Adam has the powers of Superman, but the only difference, well, there's a few differences, but one of the biggest differences is Superman's weakness is magic, and Black Adam's, one of his superpowers is magic. So you do the math. October 21st, I cannot wait for you guys.
I actually
to see
just
Black
watched the
Adam
trailer for Black
around
Adam
the
like
world
before
in
I went
theaters
live.
only.
It looked pretty
You
cool.
guys will finally see the hierarchy of power in the DC universe change. It has been an honor to become Black Adam, and it is a role that's in my DNA and that I was born to play. I was born to play the Man in Black, and I'm honored to show it to you guys on October 21st. So until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay focused, keep having fun, keep kicking ass, enjoy your gaming, and I'll see you down the road. This is Black Adam.
Uh-oh.
Black Adam. What have your powers ever given to you?
What? I don't want to watch this trailer.
Nothing but heartache.
Hold on.
I was a slave until I died.
I wonder if this works.
Then I was reborn a god.
I'm not as afraid as other people of like getting copyrighted, but like they just played a trailer in the middle of this thing. I think it's a shorter trailer though. Yeah, this is the shorter one. I was actually going to comment on this where they shoot the rocket at him and he like teleports and catches it. Okay. We're back. Outriders. I forgot about this game. Wow, okay. Carlos, you and I were supposed to play this. Ooh. I don't know. I think it had some issues around launch period. You're saying, why don't we? I think, if I remember correctly, I think it did have some issues around launch. I think it did. I could be wrong, but I think it did. And I also just think I just lost interest, like, right around the time it was coming out. But it's just kind of funny to see it, because I hadn't heard about it in a while, and it's like, oh yeah, that's right. This game. I wasn't really paying attention. I thought it was like a new character. I guess it's an expansion. Well, I'm down if you ever get it on special or something. I'm probably not gonna play it. I mean, I think the time has passed. Hey, Cuphead. That's right, the DLC, that delicious last course, I think it's supposed to come out like this month, I think. Oh. This is actually pretty clever. Everybody's turning into Fall Guys.
was so fun to see Courage and Ray in that Fall Guys piece, and you can play and download Fall Guys for free starting June 21st across all platforms, including Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. All right, back to another new game announcement. We're going to announce a brand new game and universe from a new team of legendary developers. Check this out.
Is this going to be sci-fi? I mean, everything's sci-fi. I can't hate on that. Frost Giant Studios.
Discovery, this is Command. Storm's in your back. Prepare for
Anything good yet?
Signal's
Just
breaking
joined.
up. Command, I'll do one last scan. See you soon.
Go on, Thryden. I would say no.
Okay, hurry.
It's hard to say, man. I mean, I don't want to like hate on, you know, game developers' work or anything, but of what's been shown, I don't think that there's anything personally that I would be like, oh man, I've got to play that. Like, I can't wait until that comes out.
Now we're talking.
I'm trying to remember what games they showed. So far, I think we got. You're saying what games they announced?
Command,
I think it was.
may be onto something.
Street Fighter was first. I think they did Aliens. It's like a top-down game. Man, I'm kind of forgetting. Fall Guys. Just a second ago, they did a new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 game. Callisto Project, the Dead Space, you know, spiritual successor. They showed a couple of new games. There was one called Routine or Frontier. I forget the name of it. I think like they've shown like 3 or 4 like sci-fi games that are all kind of like Dead Space. And then I guess this.
Hang tight, Doc. I've got this.
This is 2 hours, by the way. I just have to remember that. So I guess it's kind of a good thing, right? I mean, 47 minutes in. It's 2 hours.
Glad you could make it.
We gotta move. Now. There's a storm coming.
Is it just me, or is this one like, I feel like it's kind of lasting, not lasting. There's some like impact missing from like what people do. Like when I felt like when the bullet fire was hitting, I felt like it should have had more impact. And then when the character took off, it like, they just kind of like lifted as opposed to like propelling themselves off the ground. I don't know. It's probably minor, but.
There you have it. Tim, congratulations. Stormgate is real. We have a name and some details. So first of all, congratulations on this announcement. We're so excited about the return of RTS, brand new franchise. What is a Stormgate, though?
All right, so Stormgates are portals
All right,
that
I'm
open
mute my mic while you a
during
little bit
massive
since I'm talking about
solar
this RTS
storm
game.
that unleash the infernal host on future Earth.
Okay. And we saw some hints of some, I mean, you know, you guys coming from Blizzard and StarCraft, everyone wants to know about races. You know, tell us about the sides in this RTS game.
Yeah, we're unveiling our first 2 factions today, but there will be more. So the Human Resistance, and we saw an archaeologist from the Human Resistance in that intro cinematic, and then also the Infernal Hosts, who are these demon-like monsters who come from another world.
I think one thing everyone wants to know about, especially your background pedigree of the team, of, you know, where do you want to push the RTS genre? It's something we've all loved for decades, but, you know, opportunity for a lot of innovation. I know you're going to show us, I think, some hints of where you're going to go image-wise with the actual gameplay made in Unreal Engine, but any sense of what you want to do for the gameplay in this game?
Absolutely. But the first thing I want to say is we are very consciously trying to stay true to what players already love about RTS. Where we're really trying to push the genre and be innovative. First off, approachability. For one thing, we're free to play, but no pay to win, no NFTs, nothing like that. Just to lower that barrier to entry to get players in. But we're also really trying
I'm gonna
to be a
say
lot
something
more
about that.
social. So you'll be able to
I'm
play
gonna
the
try not to get,
campaign
like,
cooperatively. We've
too
got
worked up about it.
three-player open-ended co-op, and we've even got
It
three
actually just doesn't make
versus
sense to me
three
how you
for
can possibly
competitive multiplayer. But of course, we've also
turn this guy down
still
a
got
little bit.
1v1
I don't know if it really affects the stream one
And
way
as
or
a
the
little
other.
surprise, I think we've got some first kind of.
I don't necessarily know how you can have a game that's free to play
Yeah, these are still
and then
very
not
much
have it
still,
be egregious with
being
like
worked on, but
microtransactions and whatnot. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think anybody's really pulled that off.
Unreal Engine 5.
No, I don't know if that's fair to say.
Love it.
Like,
2023, you said for the beta, so people can sign up now.
but I don't know.
And
I
I'm
think
just so
I think
thrilled
just
that
as
there
a
is
casual
brand
gamer
new
consumer,
RTS franchise
when I hear
with
free to
you
play,
guys
I
in
don't
your
think of it as,
background.
oh man, that's awesome. Like I can get in for free and then kind of like get my feet wet. It's like when I hear it, I'm just like, great. Like it's gonna be super grindy. Because it has to justify the cost of nothing.
Keep an
So
eye out
I
for
don't
it.
know.
Now it's time for another indie game announcement that I'm excited to share with you. High Water. Check this one out.
Indie game.
Good morning, High Water Dwellers. High Water Pirate Radio, keeping you in the know with our flow. Alphaville authorities continue to deny false rumors that Alphaville elites are planning to evacuate to Mars. True or not, the one thing we can't deny is that the world ended on a sunny day.
The world ended on a sunny day. Boys and girls surfing in the bay. Kids clamored in the park. No one suspected the coming dark. The wave was coming, but the sky was clear. I let it wash over me. Swept away, swept away, swept away without fear. Swept away, swept away, swept away without fear. World ended on a sunny day. Boys and girls surfing in the bay. Children clamored in the park.
Okay.
No one suspected the coming dark, the coming dark.
What a breathtaking trailer. High Water is an adventure strategy game set in a world ravaged by extreme climate change. Now, speaking of the world around us, the conflict in Ukraine is not far from anyone's mind, and it's impacted the development of games, including Replaced from Sad Cat Studios, a Belarusian studio with devs from Belarus and Ukraine. The team had long hoped to reveal a new trailer here today, but were understandably unable to complete it in time. Guys, I just want to say we're thinking of you and all the developers impacted by the conflict, and hope to be able to share your work at a future show. All right, our next game is an official selection of the Tribeca Games Festival. It's American Arcadia, where you play Trevor, whose life is being televised with the viewing population constantly voting you up or down. When you become unpopular, you need to start running for your life. Check this out.
Sounds like a Black Mirror episode. American Arcadia?
Picture a city where technology and science go hand in hand with fun and entertainment.
My grandfather, Elijah Walton, had a dream to build the city of tomorrow. That dream is now a reality, and that city is Arcadia. A 43-square-mile metropolis where each and every citizen enjoys a life of luxury and comfort. Broadcast live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on every
You know, for the
digital
record,
platform.
and this isn't gonna come through obviously the stream, but this monitor that I have,
Subject on the run on camera 4025. Interrupt broadcast immediately.
hold on. Oh, they're going for him.
Listen to me. We can't allow Trevor Hills to escape under any circumstances.
Trevor. Trevor, can you hear me? Be careful and don't make a sound.
Yo, Justin, did Nick text you? Let me. I actually haven't looked at my phone. I had it on mute. Hold on.
Out of there.
Apparently, we've made it to the beach.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
up is a sequel we've all been anticipating for a long time. There's Trouble in Paradise, and watch out.
Oh.
You don't want to get bitten. After many
He's
years
reapplying?
of rumors, we finally get an update on this much anticipated sequel.
I'll hit him up after this. Oh, actually, I can do it now. Wait, no way! Dead Island 2. Or is it? This isn't the guy. It's like the Dead Island trailer. It's like the woman on the roller skates. And he like does her fingers and then she like flips them off and then she gets attacked by zombies. Oh, okay, I get it. So it's a parody. Goats? Okay. Alright, let me respond to Nick. They got me. They hit me with the okie doke. Is this from the same developer? Really? You can do that? That's so close to the Dead Island 2 trailer. I didn't know you could do it. That you could do that. Okay.
There you have it. That was Goat Simulator 3, and it's coming later this year to the Epic Games Store. Now, last year, Marvel and 2K announced Marvel's Midnight Suns, a tactical RPG.
This screen that he's on is nuts. Like the moment he switched to the Marvel game, like everything just lit up around him.
And X-Men crossover with supernatural ones like Blade and Ghost Rider for a battle against Lilith, the mother of demons. Today, we've got to look at some new folks set to join the battle.
This world has no hope under your watch.
The music was awesome. A little clip.
Surrender your pain to me, and I will make you whole once more.
I wonder. Hold on. I wonder what the reception is on this. And this is probably not going to help, but like. This is what I hate about the internet. This is something I don't like about the internet. Is they're all talking about this Morbius thing that's in there. Carlos, is the Twitch version doing that? Are they talking about like?
I'm gonna need some backup.
Are they? The past 2 streams I've watched on YouTube, I may switch over to Twitch, but the past 2 streams they've just been like in the chat, like you probably can't see it on mine, but like if I shorten the window, like they just bring it up like the chat is like Morbius, which I thought that meme was dead. I didn't even really think it had any legs. And then second, you probably can't see it over here. Yeah, the meme is dead, but they're still talking about it. I don't know. I very rarely... Oh, is that Doctor Strange? Dang. I wasn't really watching the trailer.
Counting on you again, old friend. 3, 2, 1. That used to always work. Well, it did that one time.
Okay.
That was Midnight Suns, and now we're moving on to the wonderful world of Cuphead, the delicious last course.
Okay,
and can
I'm
you
interested.
believe it? We're only a couple weeks away from playing the delicious last course
All right,
DLC.
so
You
it
see
was
how they
gonna,
did that
yeah,
for
it was gonna
Cuphead.
come out.
Joining me now is
I
Maya
thought
Goldenhauer
it was like
from
later this month.
MDHR. So first of all, Maya, it's really coming.
It's really coming June 30th on all major platforms.
This game
We
was
are
supposed to come out
thrilled.
2 years ago.
Well, I'm so thrilled too that I think all the fans can't believe that this is here, and I've been lucky enough to play this actually on my Steam Deck last week, and you guys gave me a copy. I can't. People are not going to be ready for how amazing this looks and the backgrounds and what you guys have done. I feel like you've amped up obviously the gameplay. It's difficult as we would expect, but the visual look, you guys have taken it even to the next level, which I didn't think was possible.
Yeah, we absolutely did. I couldn't pinpoint one thing that we're proud of in this because we really
Got the new
honed our
character.
craft, took everything to the
What
next
was her
level,
name?
from animation, the
Miss
background,
Chalice?
the music,
I think was her
gameplay
name.
design,
She was the ghost.
and of course our new playable character, Miss Chalice. I'm very proud
Yeah.
of her.
Chalice is fun to play as, and even though this is a DLC, it feels like it's its own game inside of Cuphead in many ways.
It is, definitely.
Yeah, you just get on the island, and there you are off to this new new territory, which is
Yeah, it's our biggest island yet. Super-sized bosses, lots of secrets to discover. Don't let any rock go unturned.
Yes, and lots of challenges.
I'm the most
Well, I know
curious
you brought,
to see
you
how
don't want-
Miss
you don't
Chalice
want people
plays.
to necessarily have too much spoiled about the game, but you brought a little something for
A little something.
we already know how
it's,
Cuphead plays.
Brand new gameplay footage of one of our new bosses, Mortimer Freeze. It takes place in an icy arena and features some of my personal favorite attacks and transformations. We hope everyone enjoys it.
I'm also
All right, let's check it out.
I'm also
Cuphead, the
interested to
delicious
see here in a
last
second
course. Thanks, Maya.
if it's going to be like the Netflix show where it's like a little bit more CG, or if it's still going to be hand drawn. It looks like it's more or less the same. Wow. This is already the highlight for me from the whole show, is Cuphead. I wonder if that's her default shot. Probably not. I think they might have just some more abilities. Oh! I'm not gonna try to like dissect all this, but I wonder if that's like the new default shot. It's the spray. Knockout! I was just playing this the other day. Okay, it's on everything.
Now, if you want even more Cuphead, and who doesn't, tomorrow we will show you an exclusive look at Season 2 of the Cuphead Show when I co-host Netflix's Geeked Week, which will include new show and game announcements. It streams at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And that's not all. There's more Summer Game Fest all weekend long. Coming up next is the Day of the Devs Indie Showcase with iam8bit and Double Fine, then Devolver's Marketing Countdown to Marketing. Tomorrow, after Geeked Week, there is the Epic Games Store Showcase at 11 a.m. Pacific.
Wait, this
2
might have only
p.m.
been an
Eastern.
hour. I think we might be
There's
done.
Rocket League and the Tribeca Games Showcase. And Sunday, don't miss the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase with a look at the future of Xbox and Game Pass. Now we have some exciting news for Nintendo Switch and PC fans about
Never mind.
Neon White, a game where you play an assassin from hell who slays demons for the chance to ascend to heaven.
That's an interesting idea on the Nintendo Switch.
We're called Neons. Sinners plucked from hell to do God's dirty work. But I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven.
I wonder if this is only for Nintendo, because if it is, leave it up to them to always make the cool games.
New day, new mission from Almighty.
You think you can win me over by showering me with gifts? Good thinking.
Whoa. I feel like I wonder if this had been, I'm sure it had been announced before. Because I feel like I've seen that character's mask.
We've shown you
at some
lots
point.
of games today made by huge teams. Now it's time for a game made by a single father in Poland.
Here we go.
Over the past year, he's brought on some help to bring his vision for a fast-paced action game, Midnight Fight Express, to life. Let's take a look.
You know the saying, get knocked down, get up again, that whole spiel. Well, it's time, partner. Time to rise up. Together. It's happening. The big guy's actually going through with it. While I sat at his side, seeing lives as dollar signs, had the stink of corruption all over me. You know who put it there? Nah, not him. Me. I ain't wearing it anymore, and neither are you. Tonight, we wash this whole damn city down.
Okay. Also on everything.
Such a cool game, and I'm happy to announce that a PC demo of this game is going live right now on Steam and will be part of the Steam Next Fest next week. I really want more playable games to get in the hands of you guys at home, and that's one of them. Check it out. All right, joining me now is Megan from Digital Extremes to talk all things Warframe. Megan, how you doing?
I'm so good. My fellow
Dryden.
Canadian.
I know. We got a lot. It just happened to
This is your game.
Canadian teams on the show. I don't know how that works
connection.
out, right?
It's okay.
We do. Well, we have a great connection. We've also done a lot with Warframe over the years, and I know right now anyone watching on Twitch for more than 30 minutes, this show is going to get a special Twitch drop, right?
That's right. I already have seen people getting it, so
Yes.
it's very exciting. She's right there, loud and proud. Protea, 30 minutes for watching. Thank you for letting us kind of take over your special events category, but she is there and she is for you if you are properly linked up.
No, Warframe, you know, as I said, we've done a lot over the years. You guys have done incredible things with the game, and I know you have TennoCon coming up in July, which is your big kind of event of the year. To review
Wow,
what's
okay, you're
next.
still
What
going in
can you tell
ham,
us?
huh?
Well, I can't tell too
game
much.
that keeps taking all
but
my
yeah,
time.
July 16th, 2022. It's a digital event again this year. Today, actually, we just launched the digital items for
Time to
it. So
spin
you can
my
get some
chair while
in-game
Warframe
goodies,
ends.
some really cool cosmetics, some merch, all that really great stuff went live today. But of course, the reason I'm here is to, you know, kind of debut. We have our Tenno Live during TennoCon, which is our big reveal of the night, and we usually do a little bit of a gameplay, a little bit of a demo, and I think a lot of people.
I think I
can
said this earlier, but
suspect
I'm gonna
what
say it
might
again.
be, but I'm here
This
to kind of
stage is
confirm what it
awesome that they're
is
standing
that
on.
Tenno Live is going to show.
And what is that?
Can I say it?
Yes, I think you can.
Okay, you're gonna get your first look at the Deviri Paradox.
Finally!
Finally, I know it's been a couple years, but Deviri Paradox is gonna be what Tenno Live is all about, and I'm so happy. The team worked really hard on the teaser you're about to see for it, and I'm just really proud and excited to show it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here on Summer Game Fest. Let's take a look at that right now.
My child, my friend, what was done is done. New dangers, new choices await us now.
Dryden says it's been like 5 fucking years since they announced this. Man. Man, I wish I knew at least a little bit about Warframe. I don't know anything.
For now, dream of who we were and of who we have become.
Well, there you go. They call it the Tenno. Get this pulled up on Twitch. Get your free character. The Stranger's Hood.
Next, it's time for a new look at Honkai Star Rail, an upcoming open-world space RPG. Yeah, a lot of space
Carlos?
today from Genshin Impact studio Hoyoverse.
This is
across
your thing.
Mobile and PC.
Look at
This
it.
studio continues to deliver, and this new trailer reveals for the very first time a new and exotic realm players will be able to explore.
Anime.
Listen. You are in a daze right now. You don't know who you are, why you're here. None of that matters.
Like some weave. You know,
You will encounter many perils.
I'm kind of in a similar boat, Thryden, in that, like, if I'm gonna experience anime, I'm definitely gonna watch it before I think I'll play it.
Unimaginable adventure.
Because it always looks weird in like CG. Like, it looks like anime, but all the characters look really stiff.
Remember what you feel in this moment. As long as you know in your heart.
Like, I was watching a video on, I don't know if it was YouTube or Twitter, but I was watching a video, and it was showing, like, how one-to-one Demon Slayer was. And it was, like, showing, like, this scene from the anime and then this scene from the game. And the point was to illustrate how close it was to the actual anime. And I was like, I mean, yeah, I guess, but at the same time, it just looks like all the characters are stiff.
I have wine to soothe the souls of honored guests. Welcome aboard the Cienjo La Fool.
Is this a different video game? No. Okay. I was like, whoa. Hold up.
And that's not all from Hoyoverse. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to Zenless Zone Zero, their next major new IP. It's a futuristic urban action game. I have to say, I'm blown away by what I've seen so far. It was announced a couple weeks ago, and it has the detail of Genshin Impact with a fast-paced action style. Here is the world premiere of a brand new look at Zenless's notable characters, armed enemies.
I feel like I can already tell that this game would have good music. This one coming up. Because the characters just look really cool looking. I think a lot of those games, like the Genshin games, or I guess the games made by that studio that makes the Genshin Impact, the music is usually quite good. Well, it does look... The action's good.
One of my favorite reveals last year was TMNT Shredder's Revenge, which reminds us all of the Turtles
Shredder's
arcade games back in
Revenge.
the day. Well, it's nearing the end of development, and the team wanted to use SGF as a way to reveal one exciting aspect of the game they've been keeping under wraps until now.
Casey? It's Casey Jones, right? Yeah. Has he ever been playable in anything? I mean, he'd have to be. There's no way he wasn't. I just don't feel like I've ever played a game where you could play as him. Man, this dude was so edgy for like the late 80s, early 90s. He's got golf clubs. He's wearing a hockey mask, and he's like jacked. He was like Punisher, except for I don't think he killed people. I think he just beat him up. There's a lot happening on screen. Oh, is that what it said? I didn't even see that. 6-player co-op. June 16th. Wow. It's on everything. On the cab. For a split second, I thought this was Army Men, like the game, and I was like, no. Why would they be making that? Man, everybody's got that swag. I wonder what's going on here. Oh, okay. This is a neat trailer. I just don't know what it's for. Like, is this a battle royale? Is it an action game? Okay. Humankind. Wait a minute.
How far will you push humankind?
Didn't Jeff Keighley say at the very beginning of this that there might be more Forspoken? I don't think he did, but at the same time, I feel like maybe I read that. It just popped into my head, like out of nowhere. I was just like, oh yeah.
Humankind allows you to shape your civilization by combining a multitude of historical civilizations from the ancient to the modern era. One Piece is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year, and Bandai Namco is bringing the mega popular franchise back to video games with One Piece Odyssey. Monkey D. Luffy and his crew of pirates are off on their next adventure. This trailer reveals the setting, a mysterious island where Luffy and his Straw Hat crew become marooned in this exciting upcoming JRPG.
You know, I was gonna say earlier,
Straw Hat Pirates.
I was gonna say that, man, anything coming out of Japan is either anime or it's Final Fantasy. It feels like it's like nothing else. What am I looking at, man? Never mind. I don't want to say that. You know what I wish? I wish that in instances like this where something came up, there's somebody somewhere that either on their stream or on their TV or whatever, they're losing their mind right now. They're like, yo, let's go, One Piece, yeah, and they're like, you know, up, like jumping up and down. Same thing for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Same thing for every game that's been shown so far. I wish that I could be in a room with those people, because when I see stuff like this, I'm just like, I'm glad you're happy, because man, I can't with this.
And hidden mysteries. Unravel the adventure that awaits. In an odyssey beyond imagination. One Piece Odyssey.
ここはあなたたちの記憶をもとに作られた世界よ。
This August, Soul Hackers 2 from Atlas launches, and we've got your first listen to the English voice cast with this quick new look.
Anime?
Ringo.
I'm kind of curious what the reception is. I think that's why I was showing, I wanted to look at the comments earlier, and they were all like the Morbius thing, because I wanted to know, like, what's the reception about this presentation. I feel like I'm a very casual person when it comes to just video games. Probably even way more casual than casual. But so far it's just been kind of okay. I think, you know, most of what's been shown has been like, alright, but I probably won't play most of it, but looks okay.
With so many new games featured across SGN
Oh yeah, that's right. They're only showing off the English dubbing.
Dreams. NerdWallet can help you find the smartest credit card to reward your gaming purchases.
It's been a pretty safe show. Yeah, it feels like that.
The Epic Mega Sale is going on
I don't know.
right now.
I think
Save up to 75% off top PC titles.
I'm gonna turn this dude down a little bit. I want to say real quick that I think I hadn't intended on checking out the other showcases. I think this is the only one I wanted to watch. But I'm thinking I might want to watch whichever one the indie one was. I think there's an independent one, not the Xbox or Game Pass. But that's Sunday, and I might watch that since I have that day off. But I might watch the indie one, because those are the ones that really jump out at me, are the indie ones. I don't necessarily care about the AAA. But I think that a lot of these are supposed to be like, yeah, it's safe, but also like, you know, enticing, and I'm just not feeling a good amount of them. Cuphead was good. But that's coming out in like, I think like what, 2 weeks? I gotta be prepped for that game. Indie studio Capcom. Whoa. We're running it back. Here we go. Mario. Get in the face.
You're gonna get hit with the unexpected in Mario Strikers Battle League. In this no-holds-barred, soccer-ish sport, chaos reigns supreme. So prepare to do whatever it takes to claim victory. So much fun, it hurts. Mario Strikers Battle League, only on Nintendo Switch. Game rated everyone 10 and up.
My name is Carl and I'm a developer on Metal Hellsinger. You know how in some games where the music's really good, you feel compelled to move and shoot to the beat? But what if you had to? In Metal, the better you are at slaying to the beat, the more intense everything gets.
This is kind of like what I thought that other game was.
Performances from legendary artists like Serge Tankian from System of a Down. So while headbanging isn't mandatory, we do recommend it. Our demo is live now on Steam, Xbox and PlayStation platforms, so go check it out and slay to the beat.
Okay, so you gotta play to the beat of the music. That is a cool idea. I do like it. Wave mod incoming for this game? I mean, there's already been like an anime version of this, right? Like, maybe not of like the shooting, but like, I mean, there's, you know, DDR, rhythm games, just traditional rhythm games, Beatmania and all that.
That one was Metal Hellsinger, coming later this year from Funcom, a rhythm shooter with metal music. And right now, as I mentioned, a demo has launched on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation for you to play for free. Next up, a new game launches tomorrow, The Quarry from Supermassive Games. This spiritual successor to Until Dawn stars David Arquette and an all-star cast. It's getting great reviews, and this is one of those binge-worthy teen horror entertainment experiences where your every choice shapes your story and determines who lives and who dies at a camp in upstate New York. Here's the first look at the launch trailer.
Family is the most important thing in the world.
That's definitely the PS5 version.
But if your whole family, you know, like every last one of them decided to jump down the bottom of a well and they're all just hanging on the end of a rope, how can one person be expected to pull them all back out? You can't. So you pull on that rope and you're just gonna fall right down to the bottom of the well with the rest of them. And what's the point of that?
What? There is a lot more to this than you realize.
Like what?
Kidnapping, murder, cover-ups. I think the whole Hackett family is in on it.
You have no idea what's going on here. Not a goddamn clue. All right, let's do this.
Who should I call?
911.
You mean 911? Who says 911?
Goodbye, cruel world. We gotta get out.
I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
This isn't a ghost story. It's a creature feature. It's really happening, and you're all in it.
91.1. You thought it was good? Okay. This seems cool. I mean,
the rules, you noob.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna play it at some point.
Back at the Game Awards, we were proud to reveal Nightingale, a shared
91.1.
world survival crafting game from Inflection Games up in Canada. Now it's time to give you a brand new look and deeper look at the game, including its innovative realm card system that lets you impact things like the weather pattern, resources, and challenges in this procedural
cool
realms.
background,
Here's your exclusive
like,
new look.
Video that they had on the screen there. Wow.
You're alone in the realms, I'm afraid. The portals are a mess. Not even sure if Nightingale made it. Given how fragile you humans are,
Oh.
I I'd say that staying fed, dry, and rested should be your priority. If the portal arch is inactive, you'll need to make realm cards from rare resources. Once you have realm cards, you can activate the portal.
Remember when E3 was the actual important showcase?
Foul things lurk in the interrealm.
Queenie, what's going on?
Waiting to get
Remember when E3? Well, I think it just got announced that E3 is coming back, right? Next year? Digital and in person. Whoa. Canceled again? Wow. It got canceled over and over. Won't be surprised if it gets canceled again. I don't know. I mean, I'm on the cusp of being a gamer these days, so it's like I'll probably. I can't watch all these showcases, but I generally try to tune into the ones where I feel like... I think the Game Awards is probably my favorite now that I think about it. Because I like the celebration of, hey, we're gonna like give some time for these developers and publishers to talk about their games, and like gamers can kind of all come together and be like, oh, that game won, or that game won. But I don't necessarily know if I'm too big a fan of just like, you know, trailers and stuff all the time.
The launch of the Boss Factory demo across PC and console, which lets you design and set up your character. And since it's Saints Row, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one. Check it out.
Guys.
You gotta do something to capture people's attention. So what do we build next?
So it's an hour and 30 minutes. So in 30 minutes, I'm assuming it's going to be on the dot. This is going to end. And after that, I'm probably going to... I don't know. Probably watch a YouTube video and just chill for a bit. And then off stream, I'm going to make a deck in Inscription, and then I'll come back live later tonight and play from there, because I am super excited to keep playing that game.
Perfect. Dinner and a show, baby.
Devolver Digital Direct. When is that one though? I know it's during this Summerfest thing, but I actually hadn't planned on checking it out. Later today? No way. Hold up. Let me pull this up on a separate tab. Devolver. I thought they were spread across multiple days.
Next, we've got an exclusive first look at extended gameplay of Warhammer 40k Darktide.
It's true.
Follow-up to the critically acclaimed Vermintide.
I know that Jeff said this earlier. I just wanted to kind of confirm it, but yeah, it's 6 p.m. Oh man,
enemy hordes to team up against.
I want to play Inscription.
And it's out on September 13th
out?
for PC, on Steam, and exclusively on console on Xbox.
So I'm definitely not gonna watch the Geek Ed week. Geeked week.
Manufacturer Cell 1736 is heading towards a power systems failure thanks to a bit of heretic sabotage. So you're gonna
These Morbius people are so annoying. I mean, that's like any meme, right? They just... It's like when you get so many people all saying it at the same time, it kind of gets old really fast.
This way! Move it!
Whoa. Dang, how strong is this character? Oh. I mean, everything this character does is like hitting people, cutting them in half.
Set your data interrogators. If all goes well, we can unlock the system, prime the rods, and send them where they're needed.
I guess he's the big guy that was on the right, that like super huge dude. That guy?
That's the first part done. Get to the base of the Matrix bar and put those cryonic rods to work.
Autocrack hit different. Wow! He like force crushed that guy's head. Okay. Warhammer fans. You think it look like a PS3 game, Carlos? Warhammer style, you're looking like a PS3 game?
Bloober Team is known for
I thought that looked pretty good.
like Blair Witch and The Medium. Today, they are ready to reveal their latest creation made completely in Unreal Engine 5 for a visceral horror experience. It's a return to the world of Layers of Fears. Get a dose of this.
A dose?
Someone once said insanity runs in our family. Let it run.
Layers of Fear. I think I saw this on the PlayStation Store.
They say it's a tale of sadness and guilt of an artist trapped in a place beyond redemption. It's a lie.
Uh-oh.
This is a story of my fear, pain, and hatred, of the horror of my loneliness. And it is mine to tell.
Now I see it. All this misery, all this suffering. There was no other way.
Queenie, are you into horror games?
Shouldn't have. You really shouldn't.
Hmm.
An empty shell cannot live forever. It cannot live at all.
I meant just crying and screaming.
I was trapped in this house, bound by this body. Now, I break free.
Because I mean, I'm guessing, I don't know, but there's games like this that seem more, as it said, psychedelic. And then obviously there's the more, I almost want to say traditional, where it's like horror games
This
like Resident
October,
Evil or
Gotham
Dead Space.
Knights arrives. Batman is dead.
But those are
It's
more
up to the
gory, I
Batman
guess.
Family, Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin to protect Gotham. To give us an exclusive new look, let's head to Montreal to hear from executive producer Fleur Marty.
Fleur Marty. All right, let's take a look at this calendar.
Hello and warm welcome from WB Games Montreal. I'm Fleur Marty. I'm the executive producer on Gotham Knights. Today, we are thrilled to share more with you on one of our beloved knights, Nightwing. This showcase is the first in our character series, and we're really looking forward to share more with you as we continue working
Out of all of
towards
the
our launch on October 25th. So
Summer
I
Game
hope
Fest
you enjoy
schedule.
the show and stay tuned.
It was really kind of this. I'm looking ahead. Devolver Digital, Geeked Week, Tribeca Games Spotlight, Bethesda, Xbox, Capcom Showcase, PC Gaming Show, and then Multiverse.
I had nothing. And then this city became my home.
Its people became my family. Gotham gave me everything.
Nightwing.
It deserves to feel safe.
This seemed more like a psychological horror. Yeah, I like games that are more than just jump scares and bumps of the night. Okay. So I wonder then, I'd be curious, as far as like, because games like Dead Space or the the Calypso project, Calypso.
It's up to me.
I think it's Calypso, but that new Dead Space spiritual successor, it looks cool, but also it looks super gory. Like I'm wincing when I watch it. But I'd be curious, like if you play or like games like the Supermassive games. What were they? Little Hope, Until Dawn. Because they do have a gory aspect to them, but they're also more just like choose your own adventure, suspense thriller games. I like those. And there's one more of those that's coming out too.
That was Gotham Knights, and now we welcome.
I forget the name.
Look who it is. Neil Druckmann from Naughty Dog, co-president of Naughty Dog. Great to have you with us, Neil. It's been an eventful day on the
While
internet.
Jeff talks
for
to
Naughty
Neil,
Dog
let me pull this up.
fans,
Supermassive.
We were joking about last night, like watch the assets will leak, and lo and behold, that's what happened.
Well, the good news is there's
The Dark Pictures anthology. What was the?
lots to share with people.
There's
about
another one they
all
have
things
coming
at Naughty
out.
Dog, but
It's like the last one
first
in
of all,
season
it is
1.
It's a big month actually for Last of Us fans because Last of Us 1 and 2 both launched in June, and it's nearing its 2-year anniversary for Last of Us Part 2, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Not the quarry though, Thryden. It's because the quarry, yes, but there's another, like it's in the Dark Pictures anthology, and I think Dark Pictures anthology has Little Hope, Man of Medan, House of Ashes, and then there's one more that was supposed to be in the Dark Pictures. Actually, hold on. Instead of Supermassive, let's say Dark Pictures anthology. The Devil in Me. That's the name.
On multiple projects, more than we've ever had at the same time.
I think that's the final one in season 1.
Okay, very interesting. So, what can Last of Us fans expect in the future from you?
Thank you
Remake?
for asking, Jeff.
Yes.
So one of the things we've mentioned a while back is what started out as a multiplayer mode has evolved due to the team's ambition. They really wanted to do something beyond what we've ever done before at Naughty Dog. And we felt the way to do it justice is to make it a standalone title. And they've been working on it for the past 2 years. Ambition has grown, and we're not quite ready to fully unveil it, but we're ready.
So I guess he's talking about what Last of Us multiplayer is its own game.
Where we're at.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
Yeah, so we have a concept.
Damn, Thryden, what's up, man? You don't like? I know you said you didn't like this guy, but like,
I can't tell you.
What's wrong with him?
Is that this game is big. Okay. It's as big as any of our single-player games that we've done, and in some ways bigger. It's got a story. The way we're telling that story is very unique to this game. It's got a brand new cast of characters. It takes place at another place, another part of the United States.
Quite ready to announce. Okay, I thought they were just gonna. I thought he was. I was gonna look at this Dark Pictures anthology thing. I thought he was just saying they're turning the multiplayer from Last of Us 1 into its own game.
Anthony Newman and Joe Padnatti, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us, and you're going to see a lot more of this game come next year.
Next year, so wait till next year to hear more about that one. Okay, well, very exciting that this has evolved, and I mean, that concept art looks incredible. I can't wait to see Naughty Dog's storytelling fused with multiplayer live game.
It's something special. We can't wait to show it either.
Okay.
We can't wait to show you, but you know, we have to wait to show you. We can't wait to show you, but we're gonna have to.
They're filming the Last of Us show for HBO, right?
Yeah, so for the past
I mean, it's all part of the marketing, right? Like, they got to build up that hype, make sure it's kind of in the back of your mind so that when they show you things 2-3 months from now, you're kind of like, oh yeah, that's right. They announced it at the Summer Game Fest.
It's pretty incredible. The stuff I'm getting back when we're looking at.
I mean, we all get it. It's just sort of like.
Feel emotional because not only is it so good and the quality.
Hate to talk over this guy, but like, I'm trying to remember when was the last time. And you can't say Fallout 4. When was the last time a game developer was like, we got this new game coming out, or something people are excited for, and also it comes out 2 weeks from now, and you're like, whoa, really? I think Fallout 4 was the last time I think that happened.
So it's pretty close. It's closer than you might think.
And you actually got to direct one of the episodes.
Yes, I think that really speaks.
All right,
to the
what's
kind of
going on?
collaboration
Why don't people
shows
like
that
this guy?
between Naughty Dog and HBO
What's
that
wrong with
invited me
him?
To direct one of the episodes.
You guys not like
I
Last
think
of Us
an
2?
image from the episode I actually directed.
Oh wait, Thryden, I know you don't like Last of Us, actually.
So you could see this is a certain museum that players might know from the game. And I really have to talk about Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, and not only directing them but seeing them do all the other episodes. They've thrown themselves at these roles for a whole year. Watching the nuance that they bring to these characters.
I think the
their
music in Last of Us is
relationship
great.
On and off camera. I couldn't help but think about Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson. It felt so similar to the chemistry those two actors had when we made the game. And it really feels like this is going to be something special. And I will say this will be the most authentic video game adaptation yet.
Authentic video game adaptation? Man, I felt like the internet came down on me hard because so right before the Halo TV series had Master Chief having sex with a Covenant woman, from what I hear, I was like talking to a friend and I was like, hey, you know, don't get on the show's case like it's for a different generation, like maybe it's not for you, blah blah blah, like, you know, it's, you know, just because it doesn't follow the games doesn't mean it's a bad property. And then he had sex with the Covenant woman, the spy, and I was like, y'all are killing me. Like, I'm trying to defend this show.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Surprise. Troy's back again. Hello.
Oh,
Good to see
hi.
you.
Good to see you.
I'm a little confused, though. I thought maybe Pedro Bella, but Troy Ashley out here from the game, right?
So
From the
when
game?
Craig and I started working on the show, almost one of our
Are they gonna
very
announce
first
a
meetings,
Last
we
of Us
said,
remake?
Troy and Ashley have to be a part of it. And we're such fans of
Oh,
like
okay.
the talent and like helping us create Joel and Ellie. We felt like it was so important that they become part of the show. And it wasn't. It has to be more than just like kind of like a wink to the camera and like a cameo.
Okay.
These are real roles that we're keeping under wraps for now. But man, I'm bummed that I couldn't be there with you guys when you filmed your stuff.
There's been so much stuff
It's
I feel like
so good.
on the internet.
Why
there's
wasn't
so
he
much, like,
there?
talk about what's being filmed, and I think that's you guys have kept a
That's
complete secret. That you,
well,
so
he's
you
the
were up
writer.
there, you
Like,
filmed your roles by now, obviously.
Well, keeping secrets with this franchise is kind of old hat. Like we've had
Except for today.
Except for today.
except for the date. It was one of the hardest things for us.
I'm just
to do
done with
is
Naughty
to
Dog,
not let people know
unless they
that,
have
because we're so proud of
two
the
other
work that we
games I
did.
mentioned.
We worked
Oh.
hard. The crew.
What'd you say?
I have to say, when I walked out on set,
Jack and Daxter.
to be met with literally every person that I met on that crew is
And Uncharted,
such
okay.
a fan of this game, and they all knew what it was that they were working on. And committed
Uncharted
to
feels
working on this
done.
project
You know,
because
like
they were
I don't know.
fan
I don't know if we ever
and
talked
they're
about that,
for the
Thryden, but like
game,
for me, I
one
think
of the greatest that we
I mean I played all of
coming
them,
home
and you know,
to
4
friends.
The attention
Uncharted
to
4 felt
detail,
like a
the crew was
a
amazing.
really good end,
Bella
unless
and
they obviously
Pedro
wanted to make
are-
it with like spoiler Nathan Drake's daughter,
they're
which would be
so
cool. I'm always down
perfect,
for the new
and
character
they're
carrying the
trying to
mantle
sort of
forward.
describe that
Like
feeling
Witcher
of sort of
3, you
seeing
can make Witcher
them
4 with
in
Ciri.
person.
I still thought
it's
Horizon
like-
Forbidden West would have been great if it was a new
It's
character.
like the characters coming to life, but it
yeah,
it's so much
Uncharted.
more than that. I feel
I
like
thought
I
like
can't
if you're just
fully
gonna keep
explain
it as
it,
Nathan
but
Drake,
I
then
am
I think it's
so
pretty
excited
solid.
to be a part
I think
of
it's fine where it is.
And just I can't wait to see it. I think
Like
it
they're
is
really big
going to
into
be.
yeah, the crunch culture,
so
man.
good.
That's a bummer.
I love the story. I love just being a part of
I'm
this
so
world.
excited about the series and the fact that you guys are going to be in it and undisclosed roles. I'm so fascinated how it's going to sring bob and weave and
You would
know,
much rather
are these
play a
characters we
Ubisoft
know from
game
the game that they're playing,
over
new
another Naughty
characters?
Dog
Can you tell us
game.
anything?
Yes.
Remember years ago when we argued about Devil May Cry? I think that was the game. You need to get on Discord one of these days and defend yourself. That's a bold thing to say, man. You'd rather play a Ubisoft game over another Naughty Dog game?
Lots of talk about the idea, or really what's happening is it looks like you guys are remaking
Nah,
the
man.
original game, and this is like a ground-up remake. Is that right?
That's right.
No, man.
We wanted to give people the definitive version of the first game that wasn't.
Oh, I think they
encumbered by any
announced the
technology.
remake, and I've been talking over
wanted
him.
to find a way to get even closer to our original vision.
'Cause he said
we're able to
definitive
do it
version
on
of the game.
PS5 and PC, and instead of talking about it, let's look at it.
All right.
Okay,
let's
here
take
it
a
comes.
look At the
Here it comes.
Last of Us Part 1.
Part 1. Hold on to your butts, internet.
So why'd you leave Boston?
So why'd you leave Boston?
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
You wouldn't believe the things I've seen, little brother.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
We from Texas out here in these parts. I think they are from Texas, actually.
You know, I've never been this close.
It's the outside.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Can't be any worse out there. Can it?
Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about. And in this world, that's good for one thing. Get you killed.
I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
I get into trouble down there. You make every shot count.
I got this.
Yeah, I mean, this is something I kept hearing through the grapevines, is like you know, Last of Us remake getting announced. And it's funny because I think on one side I heard some sentiments that you know, it's too soon for a remake. The PS3 game remastered looks, or PS4 looks good.
Yeah, we haven't
I
seen
don't know.
that yet.
I think
You're watching it in real time.
sure.
It's because you did these. I mean, these performances you did a decade ago.
Yeah.
You didn't go back in. I mean, you used the original performances.
Yeah, actually, we came up with a process where we could take the original.
So what I'll do is, since it's way
animation
trickier for me to
the
modify my
faces
settings
and kind of,
on
like,
the actual
retarget it
like
on these
compression
new
and
rigs that
whatnot,
have
I'll
a
just
lot
turn my
more
keyboard
fidelity.
down.
And then the
Like, look at
animators
that.
went back and
We're seeing
studied.
side by sides here, just how much
Huh.
it has changed. That you went and you redid the models and rebuilt everything.
Everything was rebuilt from the ground up. Same art director.
Okay,
re-art
see, this is like a
directed the whole
weird
thing from the
argument
ground
for them
up.
to have, right?
But the
Maybe not
great
argument,
thing
for them
about
a
these
point to
faces
make,
is that,
because
they're closer to the original performance. All the
they're
animators went
pretty
and studied
close,
those
man. Like,
videos
I
and
see,
got it
this
closer
is
to
almost
what
like
you
2
did
for
on
2. I
set
was going to
than
say
we could have achieved
that, like,
before.
on
And
one
that's
side of
one
the
the
fence,
things
people
that
were
we
saying,
talk
"Oh, there
about
doesn't need to be a
brand new
Last of
AI,
Us
like all
Part
the
1
combat
remake
is, like,
because the
is redone.
remastered version of the
Just,
PS4 already
the
looks good enough
fidelity
based on
of
the PS3
everything, 60
version."
frames per second, all the
And
stuff
then
we're getting
and then
on
you have
the
to consider
PS5,
though
again, we
the
wanted to
PS3
give
version came out in
knowing because of the
2013. It's
show,
2022.
because
That's
they're all
to
new
me
players
far
from
enough in
PS5
time
and PC.
for
We wanted
you
to
to
have a
justify
definitive version of The
like
Last of Us.
you know some sort of
Now you're gonna need
updated
to replay. I mean, when was the last
Part
time you
1.
guys played the game?
But at the same time, when they showed the side by side like that, I was like,
Again,
it
just
still looks
to
pretty good.
refresh my memory
The show?
before working on the show.
I was just a glutton for punishment, and I went straight from playing
never
part
played it.
1 straight into part 2. And so the last time that I played literally would have been 2 years ago, since we're celebrating the anniversary of part 2 coming
Get
out.
caught up
So,
with
I
some
mean, it
stuff
looks like
in-
I'm definitely
in
going to be
chat
up for
here.
another
Yeah, I
playthrough
can't.
with
I mean,
this.
I can't wait to go back because
Oh, I can't wait.
you guys did such an
Hold on a
amazing
second.
job on that original game, and
It's really when you play it, when you see it in motion, it's really night and day from what it used to be.
I imagine that think of the Last of Us 2 combat, but kind of that back in the Last of Us 1.
Well, it's the whole all the new animation system, the new AI system, everything.
I guess when I
learned
updated
on,
the
like,
chat
on
thing, it
Uncharted
kinda
4,
removed what was
Last
there,
of Us
but
2,
I can
we
read it
applied
here.
to this, again, to give that definitive version. Just to give a quick shout out, this project is headed up by Matthew Gallant and Shauna Sky.
Okay.
Yeah, Jackman just made me dislike the dev
see a
group.
lot more about over the coming weeks leading up to the release September
Blaming
2nd
the fans
on
for not liking the
PS5.
story. Okay, I do remember that
Shortly
now.
thereafter on PC.
We will look
I think I think I
Neil,
heard something about that at the time, like
games
him
directed
like
by other
kind of
people.
criticizing
What are
people
you
that
directing?
because
You
the
still
game got
making games?
leaked with part
Still
2,
making games.
that people had already
I'm
kind of
giving
made
up
up their
my
minds without
day
actually
job.
playing the game. And, okay, I do remember that.
It's a little early to talk about. Maybe it's
Carlos,
one of
man,
them
this
things
game
once
is
we
going
get
to
there, we
be
can talk about it now.
the next Skyrim.
Otherwise, we'll save it.
We're going to be playing this on the PS8. Yeah, maybe.
But we'll save it for another
Yeah,
Summer Game
I mean,
Fest.
Okay.
it's possible.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll try and save it. All
If there's a
right.
part 3
Troy,
and
Ashley, Neil,
Last
thank
was
you so
part
much for
3
dropping
kind of
by Summer Game Fest, and I am so excited
not really
for The Last
retcons,
of
but
Us
if it
is
implements
returning,
things
as
that
you
need to
said,
kind of
in
be
September. So
reclarified
thanks,
from
guys.
part 1 and
Appreciate
2,
it.
it's possible you could keep doing it.
All right, well, that is going to do it. Thanks to Naughty Dog and PlayStation for that very special look
Okay.
at The Last of Us and the entire franchise and where things are going. Very, very excited about that. All right, Summer Game Fest continues over the next few days. Coming up right now on this very stream is Day of the Des with I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, including an exclusive new look at the Planet Atlanta. And then the Devolver Digital Showcase. Tomorrow, we've got Netflix Geeked Week, which I'll be co-hosting.
Wait,
and the
hold on.
Tribeca Games Showcase streaming, along with the Epic Games Store Showcase. And then finally, Sunday, it's the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase. You can stream them all at summergamefest.com. As for me, I'll see you again in August when we are back live in Cologne, Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live on August 23rd. And then the
Okay.
Game Awards will return in December live from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. And finally, I'm excited to share that Summer Game Fest will return in June 2023 as a digital and in-person event to bring the gaming community together. Thanks for being a part of Summer Game Fest. And remember, there are more events and announcements to come. We'll see you soon.
So, Devolver Digital has an event It looks like at 8 p.m. Wait, no. 5 p.m.
Happy birthday to you.
What time is it?
Happy birthday to you. Happy
It's 3.
birthday, Day of the Devs. Day of the Devs. What? You don't know what Day of the Devs is? Day of the Devs is the greatest and definitely the oldest independent games festival that exists. It was started over 10 years ago by Double Fine Productions and I Am 8-Bit to celebrate the best independent games out there and bring them to you, the fans. We wanted to bring developers and players together to get together, play games.
No offense, but I don't necessarily know if I want to watch this. I'm kind of like,
Event only in San Francisco, but now
I don't know
it's
if I
gone
want to do
digital,
this.
so the whole world can enjoy it. And we're really excited this year to be part of Summer Game Fest. So sit back, relax, put on your party hats.
This thing? I'm supposed to put this on?
That's right, everybody, put on your party hats. Everybody. Everybody. That's right, that looks good. Now we're cooking. Put on your party hat and enjoy Day of the Devs.
assuming I can kind of talk over these people somewhat. I wonder, like, was there a highlight? I think my highlight at the moment.
We got a new one today. This is from a good friend Michael Frey and Rafael
Turn this down
Munoz.
just a
Previously,
bit.
Michael made a game called Kids with Playables
That's
that we
good.
published at Double Fine Presents,
I think,
and this is his new
isn't
one.
that the
It's
guy from
about
this?
the limited time we have on
No,
Earth.
you almost got me, dude. Damn.
This is called Time Flies.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michael. You might know my work
Dude,
from.
that's
a
so
game
messed
called
up.
Play.
That was
I co-founded
that was probably
a company called
the
Playables, where we
the
made
slowest my brain ever went. When I read your chat thread and you go, isn't that the guy from the Squatch soap? I was thinking
in my upcoming
it
project.
is, and I looked, and then when I saw him, I was like, he looks nothing like that guy. Like, I guess maybe the long blonde hair, but other than that, he looks nothing like him in the face. I was like, oh man, I'm sweating. Kinda, a little bit. It's the long blonde hair.
Time Flies is.
But I don't know. As far as a highlight for me,
Switzerland, where I'm right now,
I mean, I think a
we
lot
have
of people.
life
I don't know.
expectancy
I'm not gonna
of
really try to
maybe
guess, but I think a lot of people's highlight might be
years in the US.
maybe
77
Last of
years.
Us. I mean, it's
So
obviously
we
gonna
have a
differ
little
from
bit
person to
less
person
time to
depending on what you're
achieve
interested
things
in.
in
I think for
life.
me, it was probably Cuphead. I think that was the one that I'm not only the most excited for because I can play it soon. But yeah, I mean, it's just it looks cool. I've played the game before. The Callisto project looks pretty good. Man, I gotta look something up real quick.
In Time Flies, the things you can achieve are nicely prepared on a bucket
Close
list.
over this guy.
This
When
is
does
a
the
very small part of that bucket list.
Dead Space?
So these are the things you can do in the world.
Okay, you know what? This point right here is kind of exactly what I was gonna put up. It's funny because if chat shows up now, it's white on white, so it's not gonna really appear. But I was gonna remark on this. This what? I mean, it's just a headline, but it says here, the Callisto Protocol makes you feel bad for Dead Space. I was gonna kind of go there because I was like, man, the Callisto project comes out first, and it's pretty much just an updated Dead Space 1. And this is double and 2 ands. And it's the fact that, like, with Dead Space Remake, that's it. Like, as far as we know, there's no Dead Space Remake 2. And if you're gonna remake the first Dead Space, oh, I feel bad for those folks. Because what I'm thinking of is they probably embarked on making a Dead Space remake without knowing about the Callisto project. So they were probably like, oh, we're gonna rebuild this, and then if there's enough interest, maybe we'll remake the second one, or maybe we'll revitalize this franchise. But with the Callisto project, it almost makes it seem like that's just gonna be like a different. It's gonna be a different Dead Space 1. It's gonna be different enough of a Dead Space 1 that if those games were coming out on the same day,
Thank you.
I couldn't imagine somebody picking Dead Space over Callisto. And I'm the Dead Space guy, for what it's worth. I mean, before I was the Halo guy, before I was the Elden Ring guy, I was the Dead Space guy. I knew Dead Space lore like the back of my hand. And Yeah, I mean, if you gave them both to me on day one, like they were released on the same day, I'd be like, no way. Like I'm playing Callisto. But let me see here. Good point. They're not going to actually do his voice. One of the biggest changes coming to Dead Space Remake is related to the protagonist Isaac Clarke. While he finds his voice in Dead Space 2 and 3, he's essentially silent in the first game. Yeah, they're not going to do anything with his voice. I can't imagine. There's no scenario where he would talk.
Who are these enigmatic enemies? What do they want with Lana's sister
There's no
in her
sequence
world?
at which he
And
can
what other
speak.
secrets
I mean, he
are there
just
to
grunts in the
uncover
first
this
game.
beautiful, boundless
So
environment?
January 27, 2020. Oh,
Hello,
man,
my
dude,
name
that's
is Adam Kranjes,
brutal for
and
them.
I'm the creative director at Wish.
I don't know. Maybe people have the money
We're
to
a
buy
small
both
in-game
games.
studio in Sweden
I'm not.
making Planet of Lana.
I wasn't gonna buy. I was not gonna buy the Dead Space remake, even if there was no Callisto project. Because I've already played it. It's very rare that I think I would just buy remakes.
In our game, you
I think the
play
only
a
remake I
called
might.
Lana,
Well,
who is forced out
I
on a
say
mission
that, but then I
to
bought
save her
remake of
sister
Resident
that
Evil 2
has
and
been
3.
taken away
But I was gonna say,
robot army.
there's remakes that I might get when they don't have remake in the
Early
title,
on in the game, Lana
and
meets the
that might.
mystical
It's
creature
usually like I would say if I just can't remember the
quickly
first game
develop a
well enough, or it's just
strong
been
bond
like
and
super
friendship
long
to
time.
Louis, and she proves to be both intelligent and loyal.
Is it Callisto? Yeah. I think I was saying Calypso earlier. December, bro. That's so brutal.
Being her own personality,
I was.
Louis
No,
also
hold
has
on.
things that she's afraid of.
Super. What was it?
But being small and agile also has its advantages. For example, being able to reach places that you can't. She also has this special ability she can use to control some of the strange creatures of this planet. Together, you have to make it through both
Most
the
gruesome
harsh
challenge
and
awaits the
beautiful
devil and me. The
environments
season
of Lana.
1. There it is. The season 1
Past
finale of
dangerous
the Dark
robots.
Pictures anthology.
Through deep and cold caves.
I wonder how they're. Hold on. Season finale of the Dark Pictures anthology. Into the world of the Dark Pictures, a series of intense, standalone, branching cinematic horror games, combining atmospheric environments with powerful storytelling to create a terrifying new experience. This is what I was gonna say when Queenie was talking about like horror games. Is that I mean, there's obviously more than two types, but I think generally speaking, there's like suspense thriller is what I'd call it. I mean, they are horror games. I don't want to trick anybody into it, but I would kind of lean more on these games being suspense thriller. Now, characters can die, and they can often die in gruesome ways. The only, let me think, Until Dawn,
Planet of Lana is coming to Xbox and PC this year, and you can wish
Man
this
of
right now
Medan.
at Steam
They're
or
not
sign
really
up
too
at our
gruesome in Man of
newsletter
Medan.
at planetoflana.com.
Yeah, yes they are. Man, Little Hope. Little Hopes is probably the least scary, or not scary, but like gruesome out of them that I think that I can remember. I didn't play House of Ashes, so I don't know. But anyway, the point is that like these games are more like suspension, suspense horror,
Hey, I'm Gavin. I'm the
and
solo
thriller,
developer behind
whereas
Two Star Games, and I'm currently making Choo
you know,
Choo Charles.
Dead Space, Callisto, and pretty much everything else that's being thrown at us is like these gross, super nasty creatures that bite off your head or, you know, rip you limb from limb or something.
It's an open world horror game where you navigate an island in an old train,
You know what I want to do?
upgrade it over time, and then use
It's
it
weird to
fight
say I'm
an
going to do
evil
this
fighter
off stream,
named Charles.
because I guess I could do it on stream. It's just kind of tricky because I'd have to do it on my other monitor, which is I want to make my deck in Inscription.
If you pump enough lead into his face, that'll probably encourage him to.
But that game
run
takes
off
up my
and find
whole
something
screen.
else.
I don't think you can put it. Maybe you can. Let me try.
You have one goal above all else, and that's to summon Charles to a 1v1
See if I can put it in
and
windowed
fight him to
mode.
the death.
I don't
To
think
do
I
that, you'll need
can.
to explore the open world, looting abandoned areas and completing missions for the locals to gain powerful new weapons and scraps that you can use to upgrade your train's speed, armor, and damage. You'll need to leave the relative safety of your train and venture out on foot. This is where things get really dangerous. With
I think I'm gonna
Charles
call it here.
constantly roaming around looking for his next
I
meal,
found a way
and
to
camps of
basically
shotgun-wielding
get
cultists
infinite
looking for
foils.
someone to feed to him.
Infinite foils. Oh, don't tell me. That's interesting though. Because the foils, I think. What? Wait, what are the foils? I kind of forgot what they are. Are those the card packs? The foils are the card packs, right? In the game. Okay.
After collecting 3 heavily guarded gems from abandoned mines around the island, you'll place the gems on one of the shrines, angering Charles and drawing him to
All right.
your
Well,
location.
the ultim. I'm gonna say this. I'll probably be back. I'm gonna cut the stream from here, but I'll be back on probably. It's 3. Man, I'm gonna use the next 2 hours to debate whether or not I am gonna live stream the Devolver digital event. I'm not intending to, but I have this new computer now. And one of the things that I can do with it is stream these events, which is what I like was looking forward to doing. But okay, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop babbling because one of the reasons one of the things I'm gonna do when I hop off stream is I'm gonna just go right into Inscription and I'm just gonna make a deck. And once that's done, then I will jump into. All right, Carlos, fine. You peer pressured me into it. Depending on how long that event goes, I may switch to Inscription afterwards. Otherwise, I'll play Inscription tomorrow on Friday. But all right, I'm out of here. I'll be back in maybe 2 hours to stream Devolver. All right, peace.
We've got a special one for you. It's very personal and near and dear to I Am 8-Bit because it's a I Am 8-Bit